today we have a very interesting interview going on here. I was at a party a couple months ago and I ran into Ava here. She started telling me about her life and it was fascinating. And then I started doing my research and figured that this was a conversation that we needed to have.
Thank you. And I brought my boyfriend with me.
And she brought her boyfriend with her.
Dimitri.
What's your name? Dimitri. Okay.
Yeah, Dimitri.
Okay. Got it. Okay, so I feel like a lot of people who are clicking on this are going to remember you from like the speed streams and all of these different content arcs. But how did you even start to get your foot dipped into the streamer world in general?
Well, I started with going on lives with a lot of famous people Fredo, Pretty Boy Fredo and all them. Like back then, I would jump on their live and hit it. Like I used to make them call me pretty and stuff, get it out of them. And then hit them with a deep voice, so then, they'll be everybody would be calling them gay because, they wasn't sure, who I was and, if I was trans, if I was a girl, if I was
But how did you even, how did you even get to know them enough to be popping in on their streams?
I just blew up off of, so I got into, I blew up in New York first. I was on this one guy's stream. I forgot what his name was, but it wasn't even a stream. It was an IG live.
Okay.
And, I just joined. He just added me, without anybody saying to add me. And then... it blew up because he called me pretty, and then I was like, thank you. And then, everybody went crazy. And then I jumped off live. I went to bed, and I woke up, and I had, 10,000 followers the next day, after that live. And
so when you make these appearances on these live streams that are presumably mostly filled with heterosexual young boys, what do you feel like the reception that you get is? And, when you get a lot of those followers, what do you think it is that makes them so curious?
I don't know. I really don't. I just think that they probably think, some think I'm lying about being trans. Some think I'm a girl. Some just, watching me. Some think I'm cute. Some want to me. It's just, a mixture of everybody.
Okay. And so then what? You just kind of keep the ball rolling at that point? Is this something, having this sort of clout character arc, was this something that you were always interested in?
I guess. I don't be posting that much either. I don't keep it up for real. It's just... Mind you, and everybody still follows me. You see, my Instagram, people still comment and stuff. I don't keep nothing up. I just take any opportunity that, is presented. And if I like it, to be on this podcast was amazing. So, I was like, okay, let me go. But I don't know. I just kind of live my life just, normally. And I do OnlyFans and stuff. So I kind of just focus on that mostly.
Okay.
And, I go crazy on there. So I just kind of, stick to OnlyFans until, a opportunity for regular content, being funny or podcasts
So how do you go from these sort of smaller Instagram lives to doing content with Speed and all these guys?
I blew up big over that. I got really big off that. Basically I woke up with 10,000 followers and then I went live and I got 1,000 people in my live and then I was like, okay, well, I'll keep this going. And then they would send me lives big people Hot Boy when he was big at the time, and I jumped in everybody's live, and I went from 1,000 viewers to 10,000 viewers on my live, and then people would just go to the other people's lives and be like, add Ava, add at the time my name was Barbie, so they would be like, add Barbie, and then they added me in there, and then I just created a fan base pretty fast off of it, and then Rice Gum hit me up to get on Aiden's live and catfish him.
Okay.
And then I catfished him, and then Aiden texted me afterwards and was like, hey, I want to put you on a blind date.
Wait, so you catfished Rice Gum. Did
No,
this...
Aiden.
Aiden at first.
Through
Rice Gum set it up. Okay. Does that feel a little weird for you as a trans person? Because I know that even just messing around with that would probably be kind of offensive to a certain percentage of people, right?
No, I don't care. I'm not that trans girl that, of course I'm going to demand for my respect. And, I want to be called she, her, things like that. But other than that, I'm not the trans girl that, oh, you have to call me that or I'm going to get crazy. And if you disrespect me, I'm just going to leave, or he going to just beat your ass, something like that, So that's just that. But I'm not tripping over what anybody got to say about, what I'm doing.
Right.
Or I don't feel any personal, I don't feel any way about catfishing these people or playing around because I don't do it as often no more. But even if I did, I don't care.
Because some of the people that you're talking about, like Aiden and stuff, I mean, or Neon, like they've gone super viral, and like their fans clearly love it when they're trolling Gorlock and all these people, and just sort of like not even just necessarily trolling, but in some cases, kind of just like blatantly demeaning them. Like the way I even got introduced to Neon was because I watched an Aiden stream where he was interviewing Gorlock, and then he brings Neon on, and Neon's saying all this like super mean to her.
Yeah, I had to check his little. I had to check Ravi.
It's different with Gorlock and her. Like for me, they be like,
True.
They be just violating.
They violated the at that bitch. I'm not gonna lie. They're not violating
me. She knows
me.
it too.
Right.
It's funny as
I feel like Gorlock's just showing up for the check.
And that's the thing. Well, even if she's even getting paid, I didn't get paid to be on these streams.
I remember them saying that basically, because there's like an Aiden stream with her where they're basically like negotiating on air because she's mad that she didn't get the amount of money or whatever. And that, it kind of makes sense for her disposition, because she doesn't seem like she's enjoying it. She doesn't seem like she's having fun at all. She doesn't seem like she's even really trying to get clout. She's just kind of like, all right, I'm here. I'm going to listen to you. Give me a hard time.
So this is like, I feel like nowadays, like nowadays it's kind of like, you know, different. Like back then, like on the stream, they didn't disrespect me how they disrespected her. Like, I think they kind of knew better, but like even if they didn't know better, I was gonna show them like, you know, you're not gonna disrespect me like that. I don't deal with that. You know, it's not me. I'm not gonna like get disrespected for clout. Like me, like going on like lives and catfishing people is to my own amusement. Like I laugh at that, you know, myself. Like, but for somebody else to disrespect me and, you know, like, you know, and it go viral like that, I couldn't do that.
But you're just doing it for fun, or you're doing it because it's OnlyFans promotion?
No, I do OnlyFans promotion a different way. All I gotta do is post a little sneak peek of my booty or my, you know, my face, and say, you know, I'm smart with it, so I know how to, like, you know, draw people to my OnlyFans.
Okay,
that's a whole different lane. Like, you know, that's a lane that, you know, like I know people know me from, people still want to see. Okay. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and I enjoy it sometimes. It's fun, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I don't like, you know, I don't see the comparison with me and that, you know, that girl. I couldn't be on live and let them disrespect me. I always have something to say back.
But why do you think that they want to do content with you? Do you think that they just are fascinated by the trans thing, or like, what do you think it is?
No, I think they want to do an interview with like trans women, because I'm not gonna lie, they've seen how viral. So I feel like Aiden's trying to create another Speed with Neon. I feel like you see, like, it's all the same thing, just with Neon. Like Speed was like blowing up, and then he brought a trans in, which is me, threw us in together, and then, you know, kind of like made us like do the fake relationship because seen how big it was, and then, you know, we went along with it, and then, like, you know, like I didn't get disrespected or nothing. Even if I like did a little bit, he always told me off camera he was playing around, like, you know, like he'd apologize off camera. They were really cool to me, and I feel like, you know, you don't see that all the time, like a trans with a guy that's openly, you know, with her, you know, and like, you know, like it was different between, you know, like on stream, he would defend me, Speed and stuff, like playing around, even if he, you know, he would defend me. And Aiden too, Aiden's so cool, like they defend me all the time, like, but you don't see like a trans popping out with like a straight male that people think, you know, is like, you know, quote unquote, I think they're straight, because you don't see a man when you look at me.